Welcome to Fitness for Soldiers. What we're going to talk about today is eating whenever you're on the road. One of the biggest reasons why people can't stick to their nutrition plan and keep their weight down is because whenever they're traveling, whether they're in the middle of going on a deployment or coming back from a deployment, or they're going on a TDY, or they're going to a drill weekend or whatever, they tend to think that since they're on the road, that's an excuse to eat crap, and that's just simply not true. Okay? The secret to eating properly when you're on the road is nothing more mysterious than planning. Okay? Take things with you that you can eat. Ideally, it's going to be something that's non-perishable. You know, everyone knows that fruit is good for you, and vegetables, and yogurt, and all that kind of stuff. But all that stuff needs to be refrigerated. You're not going to throw it in a bag that's going to be sitting on a tarmac somewhere for 4 hours or whatever. So you need to take things that are non-perishable. So what I personally do is I use different kinds of protein bars or meal replacement shakes, because for the most part they're fine in any environment. A protein bar will melt if you leave it in the heat for too long. But any kind of a meal replacement shake is just powder. It's nothing until you add water to it. So when you're looking at a protein bar, though, you need to look at the quality of the bar, because if you go to a local grocery store, you're going to see bars, 6 of them for $5 or whatever, and who doesn't want to save money, right? But you get what you pay for when it comes to protein bars. So you want to look for a little bit higher quality than that. And in addition to that, the biggest thing you want to look at when it comes to bars is the nutrient profile. Obviously, you don't want anything that's really high in fat. Well, most people miss is that the back of a protein bar has got the carbs on it, and it's got the protein, and most bars have way too many carbs. You don't need 30 or 40 carbohydrates. If it's a meal replacement bar, that's another story, but we're not talking about that. We're only talking about snacks, something to get you in between meals. So you want to get a 1-to-1 protein to carb ratio, if at all possible, or maybe 2-to-1, 2 carbs for every 1 protein. So personally, I like the Beachbody products. They've got the P90X bars. I use those. They've also got a meal replacement drink called Shakeology that's got a 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio. That's my personal preference. You can check those out, of course. But whatever you're looking at, make sure that it's low in fat, it's got a decent number of proteins in it, and a decent number of carbohydrates. You don't need high calorie, you don't need a lot of sugar. Again, you want to go with that 1-to-1 ratio, 2-to-1 at the most, and just try to keep it simple. If you're on the road, that is not an excuse to eat a bunch of crap. You want to keep your weight down, you need to plan to eat properly. So again, whether you're going on a deployment, going to a drill weekend, going to TDY, whatever it is, that's not an excuse, it's not party time. Okay, it's time to stick to your nutrition plan, keep your weight down. Alright, that's it for now. Look for more information on fitnessforsoldiers.com.